Students, whatever homework is given to you, you have to submit it on the very next day between 8 am to 1 pm to the given WhatsApp number, and it is compulsory to submit your homework as your attendance will be marked on the basis of your submission.
Good morning students, welcome to online classes. Today we will see about chapter 6 of geometry, lines and angles. In that we will see theorem 6.7. The statement of the theorem is the sum of angles of a triangle is 180. Now what is given? Triangle PQR is given, and we have to prove that angle 1 plus angle 2 plus angle 3 is equal to 180. Now we will draw the line parallel to QR passing through P. We will draw the line XY passing through P which is parallel to QR. Now what we will do? Draw line XPY. Now PQ and QR. PQ and PR are the transversals. PQ and PR are the transversals. So let us consider that XPY, line XPY parallel to line QR, and transversal here is PQ is the transversal. PQ is the transversal. In that case, angle 4 is equal to angle 2. Why angle 4 is equal to angle 2? Because they are alternate angles. Reason for that is alternate angle. Now, next is XPY parallel to QR. XPY, line XPY parallel to line QR. Now transversal is PR. Transversal is PR. If this is the transversal, in that case angle phi is equal to angle 3. Angle phi is equal to angle 3. Now what is the reason? Again alternate angle. Alternate angle. Now next step, as this is a line, as XPY is a line, we can write this is the first part, this is the second part. XPY is a line, therefore angle 4 plus angle 1 plus angle 5 is equal to 180. As XPY is a line, angle 4 plus angle 1 plus angle 5 is equal to 180. Now substitute the value of angle 4 and angle 5. What is the value of angle 4? That is angle 2. What is the value of angle 5? That is angle 3 is equal to 180. Reason for which is from 1 and 2. So once again we will write draw the line parallel to QR passing through P, that is line XPY. Now XPY parallel to QR transversal P. So angle 4 is equal to angle 2. Alternate. Now XPY, line XPY parallel to line QR transversal PR. So angle phi is equal to angle 3. Now as XPY is a line, angle 4 plus angle 1 plus angle 5 is equal to 180. Therefore substitute the value of angle 4 and angle 5. What is the value of angle 4? Value of angle 4 is angle 2. That of angle 5 is formula to angle 3. So angle 2 plus angle 1 plus angle 3 is equal to 180 from 180. So this we have proved. This is the statement. That means the sum of angles of triangle is 180. This we have proved. Now this is the statement theorem 6.7. Now we will prove one more theorem from this, that is theorem 6.8. Now we will draw the line QR extended to or produced to point S. So angle PRS is the exterior angle of triangle. PQR. Now we have known that these two forms a linear pair. Angle PRQ plus angle P RS is equal to 180. So angle PRQ plus angle PRS is equal to 180. But what can major angle is PRQ is exterior, and PRQ is 3 and PRS is the exterior angle. But we have seen that angle PQR plus angle PQPR plus angle PRQ is equal to 180. Why? Angle PQR plus angle PRQ plus angle QPR is equal to 180. Why? This is according to theorem 6.7. The sum of measure of three angles of triangle is 180. So now both these sides are equal. Both these sides are equal, and therefore we will equalize it. Angle PQR plus angle QPR plus angle PRQ is equal to angle PRQ plus angle PRS from 1 and 2. Now what is common part of this? Common part of this. Angle PRQ present both sides. So we will omit that. This part we will omit that. Therefore angle PQR plus angle QPR is equal to angle PRS. So from this we can say that the measure of exterior angle of triangle is equal to sum of measure of interior opposite angle, that is angle 1 plus angle 2. Measure of this angle PRS exterior angle is equal to sum of measure of interior opposite angle. So this is a proof of theorem 6.8. Now we see exercise 6.3 first question. What is given? Side QR and side QR, side QR QP, side QP extended to S, then side RQ extended to point P. Measure angle SPR is given, which is 135. Then angle PQT is given 110. You have to find out measure angle PRQ. Now we will use the theorem of the statement of this theorem 6.8. That is sum of measure of exterior angle of triangle is equal to sum of measure of interior opposite angle. Therefore angle SPR is equal to angle SPR is equal to angle PRQ plus angle PQR. Theorem 6.8. That is measure of this angle that is angle PRQ plus angle PQR is equal to 135 from this. Now we will use this angle PQP. Now this angle PQP is the exterior angle of triangle PQR. So measure of this angle PQT is equal to, which are the interior opposite angles? This one, angle QPR plus angle QRP or PRQ. So what is the measure of angle PQT? What is the measure of angle PQT? So angle QPR plus angle PRQ is equal to 110. This is first part, this is second part. Adding both this angle PRQ which is 245. Now this what about angle PRQ? Angle PRQ plus angle PQR plus angle QPR. These are the three angles of triangle. So this is 180 plus angle PRQ. So measure of three angles of triangle of 180. Theorem 6.7. So therefore angle PRQ is equal to 245 minus 180, that is 65. Now here second question. This is the second question. What is given in second question? Exercise 6.2. Second question. What is given? Measure angle X is given 62. Measure angle Y is given, that is 54, and the YO and ZO are the bisectors of angle XYZ and angle XZY. So first we will find, and you have to find out measure of YOJ, that is this one, YOJ. You want to find out this. So what will you do? First we will find the measure of this angle, that is XZY. For that we will use theorem 6.7. What is the statement of theorem? The sum of measure of all the three angles of triangle is 180. So angle X plus angle XYZ plus angle XZY is equal to 180. Theorem 6.7. So 62 plus 54 plus angle XZY is equal to 180. Angle XZY is equal to 180 minus 116, which is 64. Angle XZY is 64. Now next part, what is given? YO is the bisector of angle XYZ. YO is the bisector of angle XYZ. Therefore, as YO is bisector of angle XYZ, therefore angle OYJ is half of angle XYZ. That is half of 54. That is 27. Now angle ZO is the bisector of angle OZY. Therefore angle OZO is the bisector of angle XZY. Therefore OZY is equal to half into angle XZY. That is half into, what is the measure of this angle? 64. So which is 30. Now in triangle YOJ. Now in triangle YOJ. Angle YOJ plus angle OYJ plus angle OJY is equal to 180. So 27 plus 32 plus angle YOJ is equal to 180. Therefore angle YOJ is equal to 180 minus 59. First we have find out measure angle XZY. Then we use the principle that is given method, that is YO and ZO are the bisectors of angle XYZ and XZY. From that lastly we find out measure angle YOJ. Now angle exercise 6.3, question number 3. AB parallel to DE transversal AE. Therefore angle BAE is equal to angle AED. Why? Because these two are the alternate angles, and therefore as point C lie on line AB, that is A dash C dash B, angle AED, it can be named as CED. Therefore angle BAE congruent to angle CED, equal to angle CED. Therefore measure angle CED is 35. As this is 35, this is also 35. Now in triangle DCE, angle DCE plus angle CDE plus angle CED is equal to 180. Now 53 plus angle DCE plus angle CED is, now it is 35 is equal to 180. So angle DCE is equal to 180 minus 88, which is 90. Now question number 4. In triangle PRT, measure of this, in this particular figure, measure of these angles are given. So in triangle PRT, angle PRT plus angle RPT plus angle PTR is 180. By theorem 6.7. 7. Now substitute the value of this angle. Angle PRT 40, angle RPT 95 plus angle PTR is 180. Therefore angle PTR is equal to 180 minus 135. 180 minus 135. So which is 45. So 45. Now this two angles, that is angle PTR and angle STQ. Angle PTR is equal to angle STQ. Why? Because these two are the vertically opposite angles. These two are vertically opposite angles. Therefore angle SPQ is equal to measure of this angle, that is 45. Now in triangle STQ, angle STQ plus angle PSQ plus angle SQT is equal to 180. Now substitute the measure of this angle. Angle STQ is 75, angle PSQ is 45, angle PSQ is 75 plus angle SQT is equal to 180. Therefore angle SQT 180 minus 120 which is 60. 180 minus 120 which is 60. Now students, we have finished this